everyone, this is Heather. We're going to take a look at something quite simple but very profound when it comes to Microsoft Excel, and that is the AutoSum feature. AutoSum is used when we want to add a column of numbers. Maybe some of you use this, but I'd like to just kind of give you some tips or tricks with regard to this. I'm going to present a whole bunch of different possibilities. We can take one column, sit in the empty cell underneath the column. We can come up to our home ribbon, clear out here at the end in the editing group, and there's a button called AutoSum. And when you click it once, you're going to see the marching ants going around your column of numbers. It knows the numbers that are above it, where to start and to stop. In fact, it has defined the range as being B5 through B8. That colon in the middle means through. So it's going to add all of those cells, and all I have to do is hit AutoSum again or the Enter key, and it will give us a total for the column. Now, rather than going across each column, clicking once, clicking twice, next one over, clicking once, clicking twice, that is easy to do, but if you had 15 columns or 20 columns, it would still be somewhat time-consuming. If you do your first column, and then you come down into the lower corner and you get this black plus because you're sitting in the autofill corner. See that? The autofill from a white plus to a black plus. You can click and drag and it will AutoSum all the way across. You could have kept on going all the way across. And what's really interesting about this is that it looks at the numbers above. So when we copied it or autofilled it across, it changed from B5 to B8 to C5 to C8 and then to D5 to D8. So it's smart. It knows to take the numbers directly above it, just like it did for this first one. Now here's one other kind of tip with regards to this. If I would highlight all of the empty cells underneath all of the columns and hit AutoSum once, it will AutoSum all the columns very quickly. Just another possibility. Now, in addition to doing columns, it will do rows as well. Problem with rows is if I hit AutoSum once, you'll see the marching ants doing what they should do, going to the left, and I click it again. If I come down and do it again, it will work. But if I do it a third time on the third row, see how the marching ants now want to go up and do a column first, because if I get two or more numbers above, it automatically assumes to add a column. So this is a good example of where if you do the first row and it knows to grab the numbers to the left, we can get the autofill and we can drag it down and we can autofill those totals, or we could have just highlighted all of the empty cells and hit AutoSum, and it will add them across. B5 to D5, B6 to D6, and so on all the way down. Anyway, hope that is something helpful, just different possibilities for doing AutoSum.